Hey, welcome to TK Tennis. So, a little spoiler alert. So, the first two sets, most of us are probably watching the Wimbledon final. And if you haven't or you're not watching it, this is after the second set. So, if you're not watching it, this is a spoiler. Don't watch this video. But if you are watching the match, I wanted to give you a little bit of an update on my thoughts on this match. So, it's one set apiece right now between Sinner and Alcaraz. And I gave my prediction that I thought the advantage leaned towards Sinner prior to this match because of lower ball bouncing and him able to take advantage of Alcaraz hitting his kick serves out on the ad side, that Sinner would have an advantage since that kick serve wouldn't be getting so high. But I'm not seeing that actually today in this match. I think Sinner was actually quite fortunate to get out of that second set. He played some miraculous points at 5-4 to win his service game, which is like the first service game that he's held to win a set since the French Open. He missed out on a lot of opportunities to hold serve at the French Open and take some sets. And that includes the first set at Wimbledon here. So it's the first time in a while that he's held serve to win a set, meaning Sinner in that second set. But I have to say, Alcaraz's serving is absolutely killing Sinner. The out wide serve on the deuce side, so the slice serve on the deuce side, is causing Sinner huge problems. I think it's 6 aces for Alcaraz at this point and 0 aces for Sinner. And Sinner's serve is highly predictable right now. He's got 0 aces. Every first serve is a um, first flat serve trying to go for an ace, and he has 0 aces. He's not mixing up his serves whatsoever. I think a first serve kicker would surprise Alcaraz and put him off balance, and that's not happening. So what you're seeing from Sinner is very predictable serving. If he hits his first serve, he has a chance to win a point, but he has to still earn his points. And every second serve is either a kick serve, out wide, or down the middle. So there's not a lot of variety to center serve. So I thought he was fortunate to get out of that second set with the second set win. But as of right now, I think Alcaraz has the advantage. So I have the question was, who do I got today? I was leaning Sinner coming into this match, um, but Alcaraz right now seems to be the one in control of the points. And if Sinner, I don't know how Sinner's going to turn it around, other than he needs to mix up his serve because right now Alcaraz has too many opportunities. If you see, just the stat alone that Sinner has 0 aces. Alcaraz is all over Sinner's serve, and Sinner's having to earn the points or wait for a mistake on Alcaraz. So, string by many, he said very impressed by Alcaraz and his service performance, no doubt. Um, and then 1, 2, 3, Rockchild. Do you detect that Sinner is nervous? I do. Maybe the first time ever I've seen Sinner nervous. You could see the tension. But with that said, they both have a lot of tension. They are, as Johnny Mack is saying during the match, there's quite a bit of tension on both players. They are talking to themselves a lot. They're doing some, not typical behavior. So especially in that first set, the end of the first set, Sinner looked really tight and nervous and lost those last 4 games, had a chance to serve it out. And these guys, as you guys know, that's an interesting, I'm not even going to repeat your username, but um, anyway, yeah. So I think that message you may not even see that message from that username that's effed up because that's literally the username. So yeah, interesting match. I thought Sinner had the advantage. It would be in Sinner's control a little bit more than Alcaraz's control, but right now I'm not seeing that at all. I'm seeing it. Certainly, Alcaraz seems to be controlling play in both manners, either by his errors or by his winners and his foot speed. So it is an interesting match. It was nice to see the split, at least get a 1-1 split, so we have a good match coming up. But it's going to be interesting how the rest of this match plays out. So that's the, you know, that's sort of the intermission update. Hope everybody's enjoying it. I don't know why you're mad, effed up. Why are you mad? And no doubt, strings by many. He definitely has the dips in concentration. And that's what I mean by, I think we're all seeing the same thing. If Alcaraz is zoned in and tuned in, he's sort of dictating the match. And when he zones out a little bit, then he's not. With the exception of that last game in the second set where Sinner just played lights out, and those three, I think it was like three shots, those three winners to close out that second set were really impressive. And that's like the difference between someone like Alexander Sasha Zverev in those pressure moments. Like these two guys, they are capable of playing their absolute best tennis under the highest pressure situations, just like the big three, where everybody else outside the big three and these two guys, most other people crumble. And that's sort of the norm, that most people crumble in those situations. But you saw Sinner rise up, maybe get a little mad, and actually play his best tennis at the end of the second. All right, so I just wanted to jump in on this live. Not too many people in here, of course, but I don't do many lives. And I figured most people are probably watching the match and wouldn't be able to tune into a live anyway. But some of you are here, which is pretty cool. Let's see how it goes. What do you guys have? I think most people are sort of like hardcore Alcaraz fans. Of course, I'm a Sinner fan myself. As of right now, like I said, I think Alcaraz is in control. Not really in control, but it's really gonna depend on what Alcaraz does, whether Sinner has a chance to win or lose. I hope I'm wrong. I want Sinner to win. I think it's better for tennis if this rivalry is a little bit more balanced, with Alcaraz winning the last 5 matches, that it would be good for tennis to have Sinner win this match. Anyway, all right, so that's it for this update, intermission update. Maybe I'll jump back in here after the third set or fourth set. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.